Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War episode 402, aka episode 36, English dub review. All right, so we're back to where we were 2 episodes ago. Yeah, so we're back to where we were 2 episodes ago. So last episode we kind of went to a different place, but now we are back to where we left off in the episode 34. So Captain Mayuri from the research and development, he is now talking to his little Bankai baby and talking about how he shouldn't chew. You know, if he had chewed, that it would have made it worse. And he probably would have been defeated. But then a couple seconds later, his Bankai baby collapses and the hand is back. And so now he's like he's changing personalities and stuff like that. So now he's like using the Quincy power to attack. And it looks like Captain Mayuri is pretty much going to be out of commission because they used the back, and he was saying that could cause nerve damage. However, Nemu comes in and basically saves him. And, she loses an arm from this. But he saves him, and he's just shocked that she did this because he never gave her the order to do this. And so he's not really happy about this. That she did not follow orders. And he basically says that if you die, that creating the next Nemu will be more difficult. If she becomes more independent. They eventually use a drug to regenerate their arm, both their arms, because his arm also got lost as well. So then they continue doing the fight. Comes up with different ways to try to attack the hand. Throughout this time, after this had happened, there was a flashback where they kind of go into the origins of Nemu, and how she came to be, basically. So they basically talk about her origins, basically, and explain, her, that she was the 7th, that there were 6 others before her as a creation. They kind of explain that, the first 3 were kind of projects that kind of were just little things here and there, specs that didn't ultimately work out. Then the 5th one kind of developed brains and stuff like that. The 6th one was basically finally human, but they died at 2. So then Nemo 7 is the one that we see, who was able to live and grow up and stuff like that, and was and obviously she's learned stuff, and now she has like the free will, which you know that's kind of, I guess, the premise. That she asked when she was younger is like, why he doesn't call me by that? Why is he, the project? She wants answers from him, from Mario. And he's like, she's asking someone else because he's not giving the answers. So he's like, well, I don't know the answer. So yeah, kind of an interesting thing, basically showing that Nemu basically, despite the fact that she was just a creation, she has been able to learn to act on her own. Besides Murray's, you know, basically his, orders. And then this leads into what happens next, which is him trying, obviously, to come up with another strategy against the hand, but obviously the hand is overpowering him. But then the Nemu decides to go into like some type of high gear mode, which basically, I guess 6% of her spirit was into this like attack. And because of this, 6% of her, she pushed her body like to the limit, basically, which is something that obviously the captain didn't expect. But she then put her of her soul power level to her soul reaping power and combust again 6% of her soul in shooting the hand, and she was successful. Unfortunately, not too long after her doing this, she's like, kind of out of power. Again, she had saved him again prior to this. But then, of course, the hand starts regenerating and, of course, combusts Nemu, and that is the end of her. She dies. As she glances at him. Because of this, he actually laid out a trap for the hand, because I guess the way it works is because her body was compressed, it's by absorbing it, the remains basically destroy the thing that has the cells and stuff like that, and the blood and stuff like that, unless they have the brain. But of course the captain took the brain before he had a chance to eat it, and so the hand was destroyed. After this, Captain's legs go backwards from the battle. After he falls down with the twist, we see Yuki Kaida and of course Okaku, who comes in. They both come in, and they basically carry him to like this, I guess, recovery center that the captain created. And there were pods in there, and the two pods opened, and it was Hitsugaya and Rangiku, who basically are alive somehow. Hitsugaya was like a zombie, was a dead zombie from Giselle, but is now alive again. And Rangiku, I thought, well, we didn't actually see her die, but it was kind of implied that she died. So, it's just, I have no idea anymore. But yeah, they're somehow still alive. Yeah, so after that, there was the thank you. And then Captain goes in the pod. Also, Kapachi was also in the pod as well because they got to heal them up. Both up now. And then after that, it was the end credits. Then after the end credits, we got an ending cutscene, which basically had Giselle. We seen Giselle, and we also seen Leto, who were both there, and then the three other women Quincy's also were there, though they were zombies under Giselle's control. But yeah, they were still around, I guess, this whole time. Meanwhile, then we said Buzzbee, who basically confronts one of the top Quincy's, and basically wants to go after him, but also destroys the men because he was going to go after where Uryu's whereabouts was because he kind of suspects Uryu's actions. But yeah, that is how the episode ends after that. Then we got the little thing, the logo phrase thing at the end, like we always do. But that was the end of the episode. Very interesting episode. Very, very informative episode. A lot of things. We had a little origins, which I thought was pretty cool. Captain does have his brain. He has her brain, though, so maybe that from there, he's going to create the new Nemo number 8, I guess, with that brain. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the whole his end game is, but anywho, that is how it ends, so to speak, for at least this episode. We didn't get Ichigo in this episode, obviously. We haven't gotten Ichigo really that much lately, but obviously they're saving that for the final battle, so we'll have to wait on that. But yeah, I like this episode. I thought it was kind of interesting. We learned a couple of things that were quite interesting. The shock of this episode really was Rangiku and Hitsugaya, who are still alive. That was probably the surprise. I didn't think, with all the characters that we had die in this season, I didn't think we would get people still alive that we thought were dead. I don't know how somebody comes back from being a zombie, but apparently that's a thing now. Yeah, I guess Giselle's spell was not good enough. I mean, if that's the case, then why aren't the other Quincy's that are being zombified by Giselle, why can't they come back then? That doesn't make sense. Man, I mean, if they were like friggin' smart, they would have asked him to be like, "Hey, could you heal our friends?" Then I guess that was not in the cards since it's just a truce. But also, I should mention they were also attacking some of the Quincy soldiers. I don't think I said that, but yeah, they were attacking them. So yeah, that is the episode. looking forward to the next one, which should be coming out in a couple of days at the time of this video. Don't know if we'll get it on that time for the review, but I will definitely review it. Whether it's on that day or if it's later, it will happen. But nonetheless, like this episode. Make sure to comment, rate, if you like this video, my videos, please subscribe, hit the notification bell for the latest content. Thank you. And that is about it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure YouTube channel the SS Ultimate Goku. Follow the Twitch, the SS Ultimate Goku. Follow the Instagram, the SS Ultimate Goku, and do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss various topics, including this one right here for this review for Bleach. So now I'm out. Peace.